Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and good morning to you all. I hope you all are fine and in good health and doing good learning for your coming exams. I'm your English teacher and this is the summary video of today's revision online class of English. In this, I will revise unit number 13, The Fox in the Well with you people. So, first of all, I will do the revision of exercise A on page number 59, that is question answers. Question number 1 is, why was the fox out at night? So you can write the answers in 3 ways. The fox was out at night because he was looking for food. The second option is, the fox was hungry and he was searching for food. And the third option is, the fox was out at night in search of food. These are the possible answers of this question. Clear? Now come towards question number 2, that is, tick the boxes. Was the fox thirsty? Yes or no? The fox was not thirsty, so you will put a tick in front of no. Then is number 2 hungry? Yes or no? Yes, we have read in the story that the fox was hungry. So you will put a tick in front of yes. And third is sleepy. Was the fox sleepy? No, it was not sleepy. So you will put a tick in front of no. Clear? Kindly tally your answers with your book. Next is question number 3. What did the fox think was in the well? The fox thought the moon was a circle of yellow cheese in the well. And the second option is, the fox thought there was cheese in the well. You have read all this in the story. Question number 4 is, what was really there? So, while I was explaining you the unit, you have read that there was a reflection of moon in the well. So what was really there? The reflection of moon was really there. The other answer is, the moon's reflection was really there. And the third answer is, there was the reflection of moon in the water at the bottom of the well. And the fox, what he was thinking, that it was a yellow cheese in the well. Okay? But actually there was reflection of moon. The last question number 5 is, was the wolf clever? So we have read in the story that the wolf was not clever. It was a foolish wolf. It was a silly wolf. So what will be the answer? No, the wolf was not clever because he jumped into the second bucket. And the other option is, no, he was foolish because he jumped into the second bucket and went down into the well. This is all about the question answers. Now we will come towards exercise B, that is true tick and false cross. Now in the first column you have to write about the fox. The fox hunts for food at night. This is tick. Number 2, the fox lives as a pet in the house. This is cross. We cannot keep fox as a pet animal. Number 3, the fox eats chicken and rabbits. This is also tick. Number 4, the fox has a bushy tail. That is also tick. I have shown you the pictures of fox and his tail is hairy. So that is called bushy tail. And the last one is, the fox sleeps during the night. So this is cross because we have read in the story that they hunt for food at night. Now the next column is about the wolf. The wolf looks a bit like a dog. This is tick. Number 2, the wolf is a gentle and kind. This is also tick. The wolf lives in woods and caves. Woods here means forest. So this is also tick. The wolf is not as clever as the fox. This is tick. The wolf wanted cheese. This is also tick because he wanted cheese. That's why he go in behind the fox in the well. So this is exercise B. Now come towards exercise C, that is exercise A on page number 63, and that is related to grammar. So, what is adjective? Adjectives are describing words, or the words which tells you more about noun is called adjective. Clear? When we describe anything, when we describe any girl, any boy, any place, so it means that we have to put an adjective over there. Clear to you? Now come towards exercise A and recheck your work. Ring the adjectives. In first column, pretty, soft, amazing. These three words are adjective. In the second column, angry and sunny. These two are adjective. In the third column, greedy and hungry. In the fourth column, happy, scary, heavy. In the fifth column, only small word is adjective. And in the last column, old and crazy. These two words are adjectives. So these are the words, they describe a girl, they describe things, they describe places, weather, okay? Now, come towards exercise B. That is also related to grammar and the same part of speech which I have told you, that is adjective. Select the best adjectives for each sentence. The words are red, nasty, funny, enormous, big, frightened, fluffy, good, kind, forgetful, beautiful, hungry, yellow, green, old, little, tasty, happy. Now I will repeat the meanings of these words. Red, you know very well its color. Nasty means when there is unpleasant smell. Okay, smelly you can say. Funny means jolly. Enormous means huge or very big. Then is frightened, it means scary or afraid. Then is fluffy, it means soft. Then in the next line there is the first word forgetful. It means absent-minded, when you forget something. Then hungry means in need of food. When you don't have anything in your stomach, at that time you feel hungry, so means that you are in need of food. And then little means small. Rest of the words are easy. Clear? Now first sentence is the dash lady left her dash bag in the library. So what you will write? The forgetful lady left her beautiful bag in the library. Number 2, Jimmy bought a dash toy in the dash shop. Jimmy bought a red toy in the old shop. Number 3, the dash elephant. As you know that elephant is a huge animal. It's a very big animal. So enormous word you will write for elephant. Splash the dash child in the zoo. Little child in the zoo. Number 4, the funny clown jumped over the yellow ball in the circus. Matty crashed his green car into the nasty lorry. Lorry is a mini truck. Clear? So nasty here means that it's as you go after the truck, so you know that the smell of diesel or smell of petrol is over there. So the smell of diesel, that is very unpleasant. So that's why the word nasty is using over here. Number 6, the kind teacher had a big box of sweets on his desk. Number 7, Santa gave the frightened child a good present. Frightened means that the child was very scary, he was afraid. Santa is a character over here, as you heard about the Santa Claus. On Christmas Day, the Santa Claus gave gifts to the children, to the people. Number 8, after school, the happy children played in the green garden. Number 9, Emmy bought a tasty meal. Meal is, you can say lunch or dinner, for her hungry granny. Granny means grandmother. And number 10 is, I would love a dash puppy, fluffy puppy. Fluffy means soft, and puppy is a baby of dog. Clear? Now your next exercise is exercise C. Write each sentence correctly. You must know that the sentences are not in the correct order, and in this exercise what you have to do, you have to put the words in the correct order to make a meaningful sentence. Clear? So what is the formula for that? that you have to keep subject first, then comes object, then comes verb, and then comes object. Clear? Subject plus verb plus object. Clear? So the words are not in the correct order, and you have to put the words in the correct order to make a meaningful sentence. The first sentence is already done for you. The old I table book put on. Answer is I put the old book on the table. Number 2, give flower me the please pretty. What will be the correct? Please give me the pretty flower. Number 3, want I a hat funny big. I want a big funny hat. Number 4, old was working television the not. The old television was not working. And number 5, dog, you see old the can grumpy. Can you see the old grumpy dog? And it's a question, so at the end of it you will put a question mark. Okay? Grumpy means ill-tempered, or you can say angry dog. Clear? So, and when you will start, you will take start of the sentence. So first letter must be capital, and when your sentence is finished, at the end you will put full stop, and you will not do the spelling mistake over here because all the spellings are given to you. Now come towards page 61, that is exercise A, and write the words that begin with the same sound. Like SH word is there, it gives us sh sound, CH ch sound, TR ter sound, BR bird sound, and FL fleur sound. Clear? So from SH words, there are many words from starting with SH. Clear? Shy, sheer, ship, shock, shirt, sheep, short, shake, she, and many others. Okay? These all are the SH words. Now look at CH words. It gives us ch sound, like cheese, chicken, chop, chart, cheer, chain, chat, chocolate, chess, choice, etc. Clear? Now third word is ter sound, like trap, truck, train, trip, trick, trace, triangle, trade, trim, trayer, trouble, etc. Number 4 is PR sound, like break, bread, brain, brick, brush, branch, break, bright, brave, and the rest of the words. Clear? And the last one is FL sound, like floor, flute, flood, flight, flat, flower, flag, fly, flash, float. Okay? Clear to you all? Okay. Now this is all about unit number 13, and there is another exercise below exercise B, that is below exercise A. Write 3 sentences about the story. The options are given to you. It's a journal question. The picture is in front of you. You can write any 3 sentences about the story. Now this is all about unit number 13. I hope that the things which are not clear to you, and if any work is missing, you can do it now. Clear? And the homework is that you have to learn the exercises of unit number 13 from your book. I think it's clear to you. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.